Okay, so if you've spent like any time online, you know the drill, right? Every creator on every platform ends their content with the exact same plea. Like, comment, and of course, subscribe. But what if I told you there's a channel out there that's flipping that whole script on its head and asking you to do the exact opposite?
I mean, just look at that quote. It goes against everything we think we know about supporting people online. It's from a channel called King's Exploits Chronicle, and it sounds completely backward. Why on earth would anyone turn down a new subscriber? Well, that's exactly the mystery we're going to unravel today. All right, let's start with this surprising request because it's a direct challenge to what is basically the golden rule of YouTube. It really forces us to stop and rethink the true meaning of that little red button. Yeah, this phrase is practically the unofficial sign-off for the entire internet. It's supposed to be the easiest, most straightforward way to show a creator you like their stuff. You know, a little virtual high five. But is it really that simple? Okay, so this is where we get to the heart of the whole argument. The source material says there are really two kinds of people who hit that subscribe button. First, you've got the engaged fan. This is someone who genuinely loves the content and is excited to see what's next. But then, you have the polite subscriber. This is someone who clicks subscribe as a kind of one-time thank you, but they don't really plan on coming back. And believe me, that distinction is absolutely everything. And that distinction leads us straight into what the source calls the subscriber myth, this idea that a bigger number is always better. But as we're about to see, when you're talking about the YouTube algorithm, the quality of your subscribers is so much more important than the quantity. This brings us to a really critical idea, the passive subscriber. This is what happens when that polite subscriber just hangs around. They're on the subscriber list, sure, but they're silent. No clicks, no views, no comments. And to the algorithm, that silence is deafening. Now, just try to wrap your head around this for a second. Over 1 billion hours of video are watched on YouTube every single day. That is a mind-boggling amount of content. So the algorithm has this nearly impossible job of sorting through all of it. And to do that, it can't just count subscribers. It has to look for real signals, signals of genuine engagement. So how does the algorithm actually think? The best way to picture it is as a matchmaker, not a simple counter. Its whole goal isn't just to rack up numbers, it's to find the perfect video for you, the viewer, and it uses the behavior of a creator's current audience to figure out what to do next. And this is where you can see the real damage a polite subscriber can do. It creates this negative feedback loop. So it starts when you subscribe, but never actually watch another video. The algorithm sees this, a subscriber ignoring new content, and it concludes, this video must not be very good. And the result? It stops showing that video to brand new people, the very people who might have become genuine fans. So you see, this isn't just a problem for the creator. A polite subscription actually has a negative impact on both sides of the screen. It messes with your experience as a viewer, and it seriously hurts the creator's ability to find their audience. So for you, the consequence is a cluttered home feed. That's valuable real estate on your screen, and it's getting filled with stuff you're never going to click on. But for the channel, oh man, it's so much worse. Those passive subscriptions send a powerful negative signal that can literally hide their videos from the exact audience that would love them the most. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. It shows you what the real goal is. King's Exploits Chronicle isn't just trying to inflate a number. They're trying to build a real community of what they call active explorers, people who are actually along for the ride. All of this really leads us to a whole new way of thinking about online support. Let's call it the power of intent. It's about changing the act of subscribing from just a polite, automatic reflex into a truly meaningful and deliberate choice. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? It's pretty simple, actually. Subscribe with intent. Only hit that button if you genuinely want to see more. You have to understand that your subscription is more than just a number. It's a powerful signal that helps that channel find its true audience. At the end of the day, the goal is an enthusiastic community. And hey, if you're not ready to join, like the channel says, no hard feelings at all. Just enjoy the video. So it leaves us with this really interesting final thought. We live in a world that is completely obsessed with metrics, followers, likes, subscribers, you name it. But maybe true support and a true community, maybe it isn't about having the biggest number. Maybe it's about having the right people. Something to think about, right?